Hey guys, I just want to give you a quick rundown of the Song of the South project so you have this at your disposal and are able to review this whenever you need to. So, everything you need for the Song of the South project is in your Google Classroom. If you go under the Great Depression tab, scroll down, click Song of the South project. Obviously, this will look a little bit different on your end, but not too much. Remember, I put the questions and the sources in two separate documents. Okay, so just a couple reminders about this. What you're doing is, let's see, the internet will work for us today. So remember, what you are doing is in this document, you are answering these questions over the sources. If it will load, there it goes. Okay. And so what this is doing is it's giving you lyrics like cotton on the roadside, cotton on the ditch. We all picked the cotton, but we never got rich. And then it tells you to use source one. Okay, so you know that the information that is in this source is going to pertain to at least something that is being described here. And in this case, this article is all about crop prices during the Depression and what the government did in response with the Agriculture Adjustment Act. Okay, so you're going to use that source to answer these questions. Okay, and then this last question, you are just thinking, how are the lyrics in the box above referencing the historical context? Use source one, your knowledge from class. So here, essentially, you're thinking about what the lyrics are talking about. And remember, this is what you're going to do in your final product eventually. Okay, so cotton on the roadside, cotton on the ditch. We all picked the cotton, but we never got rich. Cotton on the roadside, cotton on the ditch. Obviously means that there's a lot of cotton. Okay, now why weren't they making any money, or why weren't they getting rich even though all of them were picking the cotton? It is because, remember, during the early stages of the Depression, crop prices in general were very low because farmers had produced too much. Okay, we had that classic supply and demand issue where the supply outpaced the demand, therefore it sent the prices crashing down. Okay, and all these questions are about what the government did to try to rectify or solve that situation. Okay, now just a reminder, okay, you have the paper copies of the sources, but I also have the digital copies of the sources. So like those lyrics said use source one. If you go here to this other tab, I have all the sources attached digitally. Okay, now this is important to note. Source two, okay, so this and then the election map, I was not thinking whenever I made this assignment. Obviously, you're going to have to use the digital copy instead of your paper copy for these election maps because I did not think about this on the paper copy being printed in black and white. Okay, so you'll have to use that. But you're going to do that and you're going to answer all these questions. Okay, and remember this document right here, the Song of the South questions and final product, that is where you type everything. Okay, you will put all your answers in this document. So we've already went through source one, what you are expected to do on that. Okay, and I put the lyrics here just so you guys had them. Okay, for the whole song. You know what? And if you're wanting to work, I'd just listen to the song on repeat, and then you would think about it. But you guys saw the process, the procedure for source one. And those lyrics, then you're just going to rinse and repeat for all the other sources. See, it tells you the lyrics, and then you answer questions. Some of them are from the source. Some of them are kind of general ideas that you'll want to think about. But you want to use evidence from the sources here. And remember, you can answer these in bullet point format. But you want to use them here because that way, whenever you're bringing in evidence later on your final product, you'll have it. So what I want you guys to do, because obviously I made this video for NTI Day, is I want you guys to at least get sources 1, 2, 3, and 4 done. 3 and 4 are very short, okay, because they essentially run together. They're just two separate articles about the stock market crash. I apologize for this. There was a problem with Google Docs. That's why you have this crazy gap, okay? But source 5 and 6 and 7 and the questions for it are down here, okay? Same deal. Cotton was short and the weeds was tall, but Mr. Roosevelt's going to save us all. The historical context. Think about it. Roosevelt's going to save them. What is he going to save them with? He promised the American people a New Deal. Okay, so that's all you'd have to say there. And then remember, you're going to be answering these questions. It's all going to come to a pass at this end right here whenever it asks you to analyze at least 4 different parts of the songs. Well, and talk about the meaning. Well, you guys have done, by this point, have done 6 different parts of the song. Okay? But this is a problem for the very, very end. Okay? And remember, I'm just worried about your grammar in this final part. I'm not worried about the checkpoints or the part with the question over the sources, because that can be in bullet point format, and I don't care if you guys talk with one another, try to find that information together. That is perfectly A-okay with me. Okay? This is an assignment that is going to be easy for you guys to get some points if you do the work. So again, you answer the questions, they go in bullet point format, and then at the end, you'll type that essay. Okay? It's because answering those questions is basically like you're pre-writing, okay? And it will help you write the essay, again, as I've shown you guys, okay? I think that's everything you need to know. The rubric I will attach here in a bit. Just remember, 20 points are the answering the questions. 20 points is explaining the lyrics of the song. 20 points is bringing in evidence or integration of evidence, and 10 points is grammar mechanics. But I will attach all of that later. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me a reminder, send me an email, see me whenever we're back at school, whatever. Hope you guys have a good day.